All right. So one more thing, slideshow. So with that, welcome everybody to the first official POLSA GBM of the spring semester for 2024. We have a lot of cool stuff for you. We'll be talking about Polish pop culture, what's going on overall, what's going on, what happened in the past year, what you can look forward to in this upcoming year in Poland. So these are all the stuff. If you'd like to sign up to anything, I'll leave it on for a few seconds. Instagram is probably where we're most active. Discord, where we kind of try small talk, chat in between what's going on. I'll talk smack about my sports teams because I like to do that. Sign in for today, and then we have a few questions going on in the sign in as well. So even if you're not like doing this for attendance purposes, so to say, we have some questions about potentially if you'd be interested in like a dance workshop, something like that. And then just some questions so that we know how to better improve this club for the future. And then lastly, a newsletter where we have a lot of info, a lot of text. If you like to read stuff, that's where you find it. So again, witamy. We will first go over some club updates, announcements, what's going on this semester, what's going on overall. Then we'll have that presentation about Polish pop culture, which Mikołaj created, but unfortunately Mikołaj got sick, so I had to learn the script last second and take over. So hopefully it'll go well. And then lastly, Camille and Natalie I also with them, we made babka ziemniaczana and it's still in the oven. So soon it'll be hot and ready and over here. But hopefully by the time we're done with the presentation and the cooking. So what's going on this semester? These are the dates for our GBMs that we have planned. Last one will probably, I foresee change because we plan to collaborate with the Ukrainian Student Association as we did last semester. I think it went really well last time for the last GBM of the semester, so we'll probably try to do that again. The underlined one is
the underlined one is different than, so we're in 119, which is this room for 3 GBMs, but then the underlined one is probably in that room, but possibly not. But we will definitely update, on Instagram, Discord, email, whatever, with the definite room. So stay tuned. But if you don't hear anything else, that would be the best place to go for that.
Yep, so thank you for that, Will. So as you all maybe know, we were planning to have a cooking social this past Sunday, but unfortunately we didn't get the funds quite on time. So we postponed it and we're deciding between this Friday and this Sunday. So those of you interested, please scan the top QR code, let us know. Please indicate which date you'd like to, show up to. Come along, learn how to make placki ziemniaczane with us, which is different from babka ziemniaczana. Lots of potatoes this month, but promise it's all very good. The social for next month will be Twisted Czwartek, and we will most likely have some sort of like meetup at Plaza de Americas. We'll buy donuts and then just chat, something like along those lines. We'll see what time of date, but we will keep you posted on that coming up. So one of our members, Daniel, is setting up, basically, he's trying to gauge interest in intramural sports, co-rec teams. So if anybody wants to, take part, I think basketball, maybe beach volleyball and whatever. Like, I don't know what the sports are, but anybody interested in that want to rep POLSA? Just feel super proud, wants to rep us in a sports. Please scan this QR code to help out Daniel to decide if he wants to make a team for us. And then, like I mentioned, we have a YouTube channel which we set up last semester. So if anybody ever misses any GBMs and they want to catch up, what did we talk about? Can I learn about some new artists that were talked about during the previous GBM? That would be the way to do that and catch up.
We have 2 language nights scheduled for between now and the next GBM. One is tomorrow they're both on Wednesdays, 6:15, Matherly, room 3, which is downstairs at the beginning of the hallway. I did not pick a theme for the first one. I think we will just chat and, get to know each other. If you're new, if you've never been to one before, please come so we can get to know you. And then for the February 21st one, I have been listening to Sana like every single day for the past like 3 weeks. I don't know why, but I have an obsession. And so I decided to make the theme music. So if you're coming to that language night, please think about, what's your favorite song in Polish or maybe 2 songs. And we will listen to all of our, favorite songs and maybe discuss them a little bit, why we like them. If you don't, have any knowledge of Polish music, then this is an opportunity to go search out some Polish music and possibly find some that you like. I will also say that if you don't know Polish very well, then this second language night could be a fun one to come to because we can put the lyrics up on the screen and possibly put them into like a translator so you can like read the translation and kind of participate in that way. Songs, music is a great way to um, expose yourself to the Polish language. If you want to learn more but are afraid of saying things, you can just come and observe and listen to music. So please come. I'm not committed to Wednesday at 6:15, but that's when it's most convenient because we have a Polish class on Wednesdays that gets out at 6 o'clock, so it's convenient for me. But if you can't make that time ever, then let me know and maybe we can schedule a time when another group of people would be available.
And if you find out that people really, really, really want to sing their songs, we may schedule a karaoke night. So keep us posted because we've been thinking about doing that. All right, so just heads up, this semester is more or less towards the end of the semester is when we'll start doing elections for the upcoming next school year. These are the positions that are available. I don't think we'll change anything. I think we're pretty happy with the way we delegate roles and whatnot. GBM3, which will be in March, we'll do nominations. We'll go over the positions, what each of those positions do, so that you have a good idea of what you're signing up for. And then GBM4, last second, we'll do last second nominations. We'll ask you to create a slideshow with your pitch for why you would be good for this position. And then we'll do elections. And then after that, we'll do our normal pisanki, last GBM. So that's what's going on as far as elections this semester. All right, not trivia and prizes, not yet. Not on the announcements. Don't worry, we're not that bad. All right, so now we'll talk about Poland, Polska 2023-2024. What's going on? So let's start with music. So interesting developments in music, I must say, in Poland, whereas a lot of the world, increasingly more pop. The biggest hit, I would say, in Poland was the soundtrack from a movie. And that movie, when I find it, in Chłopie, right? Chłopie, perfect. Almost forgot it. There we go. Great soundtrack. I heard about it very recently. People were saying very much the whole movie, about which I'll talk about on the next slides coming up. Basically, Poland, all they ever talk about Polish history, the castles, what happened in Reformation, World War II, but not really stuff in between. What happened with the peasantry? And so that's really what that movie talked about, and hence the soundtrack also reflected that very much. The whole folk, kind of like folk. I don't really know how else to describe it. Kind of like chants, stuff like that. Symphonic also elements in there. So I really, really, really recommend it. It's a great tune. I think The Peasants is the name of the film in English, and it's on, I want to say, iTunes and all the streaming platforms. So highly recommend checking out. Is an amazing soundtrack. And the most popular song, Jesień Tańcuj, and I think that the English one was like Autumn Dances, I want to say, was the title on the iTunes and whatnot. So that would be that. Kwiat Jabłoni is a very, very popular band in Poland these days, which is like a duo, son and daughter of a famous musician from the band, Elektryczna Gitara. I believe they're vocalists. Son and daughter formed their own little band of the Kwiat Jabłoni, and they also took part in the soundtrack. They have their own song, or not own song, but they collaborated. So I wanted to shout out them. They're very, very cool. Also wanted to shout out our beloved Blanca, who represented us at Eurovision this summer. Phenomenal. We clearly won. It was the best one there. So, and no, even though I said that, the majority of Polish audience wanted the artist Jan.
There's drama over the voting for who Poland's Eurovision submission was going to be, and Blanca ended up winning. And if you go and watch her performance at Eurovision, it leaves a little bit to be desired.
Whoa! What are you talking about? That was
okay.
We were clearly the best.
Did
the best
she win?
There.
No, she failed miserably.
She won in our hearts, though.
Okay.
So anyway, that's our representative for Eurovision this year, and then Jan was the one the public really wanted. So those are the two I wanted to talk about there. Pago Hemingway is like a Polish rapper, probably one of the biggest names in Poland as far as Polish rap scene. He came out with an album this year, and Gelato was the name of his, I guess, biggest song on Spotify from that album. So that's that. Then some old ones that we had in our previous year's presentation, Pato Inteligencia from Mata, BDOS, and then I always like to shout out this band because I like the progressive style music. Riverside, who came out with an album in January of last year, and their most popular song from that album is Friend or Foe. So anybody who would like to take a photo real quick for some song recs, go for it. All right, we can move on. All right, next, influencers. Not much has changed since last year when we did this. Vardenga and Boxdale, basically prankster channel. Like their most famous thing is like a spider dog, where basically they put like a spider kind of costume on a dog, and then they just in the middle of the night scared people half to death with it. Check it out; it's really really funny. And then later on, they kind of transitioned into like an MMA commentary like thing. So that's what's going on with them. They're pretty popular. And Unboxel, Adbuster, Sci-Fun, as you can see, kind of like STEM-based channels. The last one, like POLSA GBM, like Flat Earth, kind of like talked about that. Next one is like T-Max, Equipa Frieza. But I did some research. I had no idea what this was. But the closest thing I could describe them to you guys, they're two different groups, kind of like they're a rivalry, let's just say. And it's kind of like the Polish Sidemen. I don't know how else to describe it. So that's that. That's up your alley. They made an ice cream band, the Equipe Frieza. So cool. And then Versuf is like a girl YouTube, like your personality. Like one of her things is like best words, dates, and Bali, stuff like that. So that's kind of the influencers that we got going on. Polish movies. So I already hinted at it. Poppy is the top left one. And like I said, historical movie, Polish peasantry, kind of like highlighted that. Znachor is a drama about a renowned Polish surgeon with amnesia. That one's on Netflix, so should be available, according to the notes that I got provided by Mikołaj. Kos is a historical movie about the Polish-American hero Tadeusz Kościuszko, who was responsible for the uprising against the Russians, and then later on was one pretty important in the American Revolutionary War. Pretty sure, according to the notes. And then last one, 1670 comedy series about Polish nobility, basically set in the past, Polish nobility, but like talks about a lot of like modern things going on in Poland. So those are, and then I'm pretty sure that one is also on Netflix. So those interested, check it out. TV and film. We brought it back. Rodzinka PL is sitcom, typical American style sitcom about the typical Polish family. Świat według Kiepskich is, I think, sort of that, but in a much darker setting. So kind of like satire, families going through some stuff. How do they deal with it? So slightly darker material. Sexify, Polish equivalent of sex education. So there you go. Ojciec Mateusz, basically priest detective solves crime cases in Santomish. Any of that seems interesting to you? Check it out. I have not seen any of these, so I cannot speak on how good they are. So video games. Mikołaj was very, very excited about this, but unfortunately he is unable to present this today. So Lords of the Fallen game, Souls-like, being remastered right now. So that's what's going on. Cyberpunk 2077. So basically the game had it was hyped up. There was like a huge, promo back when it was first released. Everybody's super excited to play it. And then just nonstop bugs. And because of those bugs, glitches, stuff going on, didn't really quite meet the hype, let's say. But they updated the game. New DLC was just released. So maybe it'll now be what they hyped it up to be. So check it out. And then Frostpunk, basically a game about managing settlements in like a frozen world with extreme temperatures. The second was just announced, so which will be coming out this year. So
I don't know about the other two, but I am very familiar with Frostpunk. It's a very cool game. If any of you like survival city management games, Frostpunk is a very cool game, and Frostpunk 2 will also be cool, hopefully. I didn't realize it was a Polish studio until just now.
So there you go. So word from our language chair. The language chair approved game. So TV and film. Makłowicz, basically culinary travel program. Family Feud, Familiada is the Polish name. We got that. And then jeden z 10, Tadeusz Sznuk, high stakes trivia game show, basically. And this, I go to my grandparents, this will be playing while we're eating dinner and whatnot, trivia. And then, no, that's not right. And then, so your typical kind of like 3 lives, and then, whoever wins, super, super smart guy. All right, general pop culture stuff. So, new government is now in Poland. We're not getting we're not gonna delve too deep into the details because we know that can get a bit tense sometimes when you talk about politics. So all we'll say about that is like more or less a more liberal government has been elected to change, and then more or less promised of a change in culture in the parliament. So heads up, be on the lookout for that. Something that Mikołaj has been very, very passionate about. There's a new ban on energy drinks in Poland. So anybody under the age of 18 cannot be sold like like the Monster, all that stuff, artificial energy drinks. No longer you need you need to be 18 and over in order to get it. Note that the key word is artificial. So coffee is still totally cool because it's naturally occurring substance, but like all these other like hardcore, well, not hardcore, energy drinks like the Red Bull, Monster, all that stuff. Despite the fact that it's super popular, I know a ton of people who like connect the cans and whatnot. No longer a thing for our youth. So Poland has this thing called Młodzieżowe Słowo Roku. So each year, they try to be cool and let one of the slang terms become legit, right? So the word for last year was rel. So as in like relatable. Yo, that's so rel, bro. So that's something that y'all can add to your vocab. Sigma got second. And then third was oporovo. So oporovo, let me define it for y'all. So like basically, oporo has the oporu in it. So oporu is like in excess, more or less. So it's a lot of something. Like dajmy tego oporo. Like way too much, or like a lot of it. So that's what's going on with that. Unfortunately, only one of them gets the official word status, and that's vel. So it's official, so that y'all can use it. Go for it. The other two we'll see maybe in the future, and then just general stuff that people our age do. Kebab, after because in Poland legal drinking age is 18, so after class you can most people I think everybody right that goes there. You finish class, go for a kebab, go for some pivo. Just chill, have a good time after class. Here, not so much, so it's slightly different in terms of that. Sometimes when you're done with school, wanna exercising a bit, możesz zagrać w galę, which piłka nożna, soccer, right? So that's what happens there. Outdoor activities, that's totally different. We in the United States don't ever go outside, so this is a big difference as compared to Poland. And then Pan Artur, jeden z 10, got the maximum possible score of 803 on that show. So that's like a big deal. So if you ever hear the name Artur, big deal, guys. He's super smart. As far as holidays in Poland, like destinations and whatnot within Poland, in the summer Gdańsk, because that's like Ocean Bałtycki, right? Morze Bałtyckie, there you go, Baltic Sea. So people go there, chill on the beaches and whatnot. So that's what they do in the summer. They can go to the Mazury lakes, and that's a very, very popular destination for sailing. I used to back in the day. My family and I would go sailing as a group with other people, and then different sort of ports, and you get to see different cities. Mikołajki is where it's at. That's all I gotta say. And then Zakopane in the winter because there are slopes there. Yeah, so that you can do that stuff. What's in style in Poland as far as shoes? I'm not gonna lie with y'all. I am totally out. This is out of my area of expertise. So that's it. Y'all look it up if you'd like to figure it out, and then that's all I gotta say. All right. With that, our Kahoot is now going to start.
You want to switch to the screen, or you can
We can.
recording?
We can. I'll keep recording for a little bit longer.
Are you logged in?
Mhm.
Okay.
Nobody better have looked at the questions.
Well, you can look at the questions without.
Up to 10 players.
Okay, but sometimes it says that, but then
All right, we'll see. It has not given us problems in the past, so if it doesn't let more than 10 of y'all in, we'll finally give in and maybe get premium.
I had to go. Bye, everyone.
And then I have prizes right here, so no, don't worry, I did not forget. The goods are here. The goods are here. Put in a plastic bag so y'all can see. Promise good stuff. Oh, there we go. More than 10. We're good. We don't need to give in. We don't need to give in thing. We can stay true to our way. Somebody picked Sigma. That's so well. That's so red. All right. Is anybody else still trying to log in for red? You know, with their name and whatnot. Going once. Going twice. We have closed it off. All right. Which of the following movies was expected to get an Oscar nomination but didn't? Okay, so one of the movies that oh, should have talked about it. All right, it's Whoopi. I'll just give it to y'all. Whoopi was like a lot of Oscar buzz around it. That was in the notes. I forgot to mention it. So I'll give that one up. My bad to the rest of y'all that got that didn't get that. All right. What's up? Turn up. Okay. So okay. So even though I was hyping it up, like you know, that I was kidding, guys. I was kidding. We don't really like it that much. Well, some people. We'll see if that works. Nah, that. A little louder. That's okay. Okay, then we'll stick with this. All right. Which of the following words wasn't on the top 3 most popular youth word list of the year?
It should have.
So oporovo was basically in X. I think that's in X's. XD. I'll need to look. I need to take a look, but I'm almost certain that it was like in one of the past years. It was like up there. So I'll fact check that one for y'all. Did we not? All right. I'm gonna give this to y'all. Mole. Mole is the answer. All right. Next time I'll look over the slideshow a bit one more time. Be sure that I go over everything. Oh, hey. This isn't a collaborative effort. Come on. So it was Yedin's Dishinchu. One out of 10 was the name of the show. Not so many. Yedin's Dishinchu was written. It was written. So that one's not on me. I can proudly say that one was not on me. Slavovic for the loop. I like this. But okay, we definitely talked about this. I did mention it. If you're chill, if the cashier is chill, it's slightly different, but honestly, next time we'll mark this one as right. But like, well, actually no. Like if he's chill, parentheses, then it would have been right. So that's why that one's wrong. All right, y'all. Last question. So. Good job, naturally occurring, so we let that one slide. I think they just added that one in there to not piss off the old people, so let's be real. So bravo, third place to Isabel. Bravo, first place. Can we get a drum roll? Nah. Yes, some people. Yes, bravo, me win. All right. Thank you all. Food will be here shortly. I'll make a call right now to make sure it arrives on time. In the meantime, I'll either play some music. Actually, we'll play the soundtrack from the peasants so that y'all can see what's up with that. So those of you who got prizes and won, come over here. The rest of you, hold off 1 second and